Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Home Fortresses 2.0. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode of our show on your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. As crime across the country explodes to a level never seen before, the desire of homeowners everywhere to protect their homes also increases dramatically. So, what are people doing about it? They're doing something called home fortification. But it's not just the usual way people would protect their homes in the past with home alarm systems, for example. Home fortification 2.0 is a process whereby you dramatically improve the safety and security of your home. And by that, we don't mean just adding deadbolt locks. People are doing much more than that now. How much you improve depends on your budget and how ingenious you are, or how bad the crime in your area has become. Home fortresses or home fortification is not a new phenomena. Poor people living in bad areas have been doing it for many decades now. They've been putting bars on the windows, razor wire on their fences. They've been putting alarms on their homes. They've been putting pit bulls as big as horses in the backyard to protect their property. Some of them have been rigging illegal booby traps on their property designed to kill or maim anyone who tries to break in. In some rural areas, if you venture uninvited onto the wrong property at the wrong time, you will simply get disappeared, especially if you're growing marijuana on the farm or if you're cooking meth in that trailer in the backyard. In some rural areas, if you go hiking on the wrong property and stumble upon a marijuana farm or a meth lab or some moonshine still back in the hills, then there's a good chance you'll never be seen again. And that is not exaggeration. But what about the suburbs? What sort of home fortressing are people doing there to protect themselves from all the rising criminality in their area? Well, the first thing we're noticing is that when it comes to protecting their family, most of the people who are very anti-gun up until now suddenly become very pro-gun. In fact, many of them have gone out and purchased shotguns and handguns and AK-47s to protect their homes and their families after they've been attacked or robbed or burglarized or raped. The next thing we're seeing is a spike in pit bull and Rottweiler sales. These security dogs have become more popular than ever. Next, we have a dramatic increase in the sale of all sorts of electronic surveillance systems for homes and properties. With the right surveillance system, you can keep an eye on your home and property for 24 hours a day, no matter where you're located, no matter where you're traveling to. The next thing we're seeing is that people are fortifying their home doors and windows. They're making them much more difficult to kick in or smash through. There are now some hurricane-resistant windows and doors that you can buy and install that can't be smashed or knocked down even with a sledgehammer. With doors and windows like that, instead of a burglar breaking into your home in 30 seconds with your traditional windows, now with this new technology, you can keep the bad guys out long enough for the police or for the neighbors to come running to help. The next thing we're seeing is entire families and groups of neighbors becoming much more security conscious and working together. In the old days, if a stranger appeared or just looked like they were loitering, it wasn't a big deal. Now, many families and entire neighborhoods go on alert if someone creepy appears to be lurking around. Now people will call their neighbors and start warning each other. And if you break into one house and the neighbors are aware, there's a good possibility that the other neighbors with shotguns will come to help the homeowner. A lot of these stories are deliberately being not reported or underreported in the media, but they're absolutely happening out there. The next phenomena we're seeing when it comes to home fortification is something called pit bull justice. If people living in a city realize that their prosecutors or their DAs are simply refusing to prosecute or imprison criminals, then there is a new quiet form of secret justice being dispensed, and it's called pit bull justice. Homeowners who catch someone breaking into their home for the third time, despite having been arrested repeatedly in the past on several other occasions, may not even call the police anymore. You know what they'll do? The next time the burglar comes back to try again, they simply release the pit bull on the bad guy and let him chew on him for quite a while they go back inside and watch their favorite movie while it's happening. That's the new reality. There are already quite a few bad guys out there walking around with missing fingers or with big chunks of flesh missing from their butts simply because they broke into the wrong house of someone they shouldn't have. Once a pit bull takes 5 pounds of flesh out of a burglar, then the likelihood of them changing careers increases dramatically. By the way, do you know what else people are buying? They're buying bulletproof vests for their pit bulls and their other dogs. Isn't this a great country? Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.